Hey, welcome back to the shop. This is Andrew, and another in our continuing series here for Dissel Halle. This is the closet remodel project, and today we're going to work on a couple of things. We've got a hole in the floor, which is right underneath the camera, which I'll turn the camera down when we start that part. That's a hole that was a ventilation for the old furnace, which used to be actually physically in this space. And there's also a hole in the ceiling where the plenum was, where the air ducts used to go out to the house, and that, of course, has all been removed as of Saturday. So the goal today is to fill this hole and fill that hole so that there's no more draft coming into the house, because as soon as I lift this board up, which is covering the hole, then just a blast of cold air comes rushing in. It's still winter. It's not terribly cold, but it's unpleasant. It's just dirt down there as well, so a little disconcerting. Anyway, let me reset the camera. I've already got the wood all cut. I'm actually going to recycle a lot of wood, or some of them, of all the wood I took out of here. Use some of it to recycle and put it right back in here to kind of fill in the space. So I'm really thankful I didn't have to go to Home Depot to buy wood for this. All right, let me reset the camera. We'll come right back. All right, so here we are. So this is the hole. And I used some of the shelving that I took out of the linen closets, and I figured out how much I need, and I cut up these pieces so they all fit together to each other, and they'll fill the space just nicely. So there's that part. And then to hold it up, of course, I'll need a cleat here, and unfortunately the next 2x6 is that far away, so I can't really put anything in there to connect to it. But I can just underpin. Let me pull this nail out of here. Like that. And the nails over here. There's a nail there. But I will put a 2x4 underneath here. I've got exposure with some of the 1x6 that they put in. They put a 1x6 diagonally across all the 2x6s as an underlay. So I've got a couple of 2x4s that just came out just as they are. I didn't have to cut them at all. And here again, I hope I can install these without dropping them through the hole, which is 3 feet down. I don't want to drop any tools either. I can get to it, but it would take me, 20 minutes of going around inside and underneath all around just to get to it all. Let me pick a spot here. Kind of. Okay, so went out to the miter saw and I cut a little diagonal off of there and cut off a smidge more off of this one. And let's see how I did. Let's see if I kind of got in the pickle. I wanted them to be pretty tight. Unfortunately, this one is a tongue and groove, so. So they'll hold each other together. And these actually were originally part of each other. They kind of separated from each other. So there we are. And there's the almost exact same thickness, just a smidge thinner. But it'll be just fine. Looks good. And then this is some of the leftover 1.5 oak plank left over from the remodel project that happened earlier this year. Some of the original tongue and groove here is still in place, so I'll be able to actually tap into that as I start to rebuild this floor, and that'll be kind of my challenge to get this closed in again. Even though it's the back of the closet, I really want to try and make it work. We'll see how that goes. I think this one's a little bit thinner actually. Well, it'll be good to fill it in with actual oak. Anyway, I'm gonna put some screws in that, and then we'll move on to the ceiling. Second part of the effort. All right, safety glasses. Gotta have those. Just put some screws in these to hold them down. So I move around. Okay, so here we are on the ceiling. Hopefully it's illuminated enough. I only have this light, and then this is a motion detector light, so it only comes on and if I'm moving, which hopefully is enough. And then this is the spot I need to fill. Unfortunately, they cut off the 2x6 ceiling rafters. And just kind of left it that way when they did the original furnace, and so there's a little bit of a crack here. It's not terribly structural, but I would like to support it in some way. What's going on? Oh, there's some nails there. Okay. Hang on. Very tight quarters. Okay, so there's one. There's about 7 nails on the side of this silly 2x6 that they put in for some bizarre reason. There's 2. There's 2 more over here. They're just like half pounded in and bent over. If I can get these out of the way, I think it'll help the situation a little better. I just want to get some crossover with this 2x4 just to give a little support for this 2x6. Okay, so we're going to do one last step tonight. I've got my drywall cut, so making sure there's no more nails up here. I need to put this up because it has to be on the top of my drywall. And otherwise, I've got one silly nail. Get that out of there. You see another one? And my lovely wife is here to render assistance. Make sure I get all the nails out. Oh, yeah, there's one more. I missed it. Yeah, okay, I'm getting my hammer on that. The best tool for that job is a pair of wire cutters. Grab the base and slip it out. There's the old wall to the bathroom. Take that out. Some of this spread mesh. Don't need any of that. I'll put the rest of it above. Yeah. I got the gas line out of the way. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Hopefully it's a nice, tight, but not too tight fit. Got the right side. Careful, that thing is really hot. Hey, look at that. Alright. Critical dimension, I got correct. Okay. Mommy's got the it's always the last one. Put one more right in the middle, just to give it some. It's supposed to be sag-proof. But yeah, I think I'll come in with a flat saw blade and just cut up in that space right there to kind of clear that out. But if you ever want to drywall, that's kind of how you do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like and share, and of course subscribe to this channel as we continue this saga of doing a closet remodel. This is Andrew and
Vivian
from North Tustin Steamworks. Have a great day.